haven't decided how this video is going to pan out. I think I'm going to call it a love letter to Victoria. If I can't get enough footage, it may be a goodbye Canada. I need my coffee prop. I'll be back. In hand. I look kind of rough today. I'm not sure why. I got rejected from another job this morning. Another not progressed to interview, not progressed to feedback stage for a job back in England. Today is going to be more applications. It was kind of a kick up the bum to be like, because yesterday we just had fun. We went to like a winery, went on a long walk, really enjoyed ourselves, and I'm working for the next few days. So today is my last day off. And resume. I'm gonna read my book. I'm gonna read 2 chapters today because I'm supposed to read a chapter a day and I didn't read a chapter yesterday. So 2 chapters of my book. Then I'm gonna do an hour's deep work at the house of like an application that I'm already midway through. And then have some breakfast / like brunch because I don't want to buy food when I'm out. It's still gonna be a good day. I love Victoria. It's the best. And I'm really conscious that I leave in 2 months, so just keep getting rejections. And she just said, like, you just have to persevere. And that it's gonna come sooner than you think. So I'm checking that I'm running with them. And we're gonna see how that goes. And I'm also just trying to really enjoy BC and enjoy the ride. I know I only have 2 months left in this country, so I'm trying to just achieve balance here and just take it all in. So if you're watching this, that means that spring has sprung. The flowers have blossomed and the time has come for me to go home. I do plan to make a separate video about leaving Canada, but this video specifically is in relation to Victoria, BC. A love letter, if you will, albeit a low production one, with very little editing skills. So for those of you who don't know, Victoria, BC is like a little pocket of home on an island very far away from my home, Vancouver Island. It also happens to be where I've spent the last few months, living, loving, laughing, crying, panicking, resting, exploring, and soaking up the last of my time in Canada. I've compiled a video revisiting some of my favourite places and my fondest memories of this tiny city. I do hope you enjoy it.
Time you don't, no telling why I go.
I can't get over how nice it is right now. The water smells so good right now, wow. So gorgeous. Like, teach me if you're not wanting to go on a run. Guys, it's like Canada's just crazy because like I'm at the beach, but like they're glaciers. There's literally like so much sand, and you look up and you're like, oh my gosh, stunning, and then you look left and you're like, oh my gosh, like ski hills, mountain glaciers, and then you're like, oh wait, grass. Like it's just crazy.
So I guess we'll see what we see.
Why is it so nice?
Eyes can be. Yes, and I'm an ocean while
Hey, Grandma.
you stand by me. Oh, but I am the fool, you know. Anytime
Gray
you
hair.
don't, no telling why I go or where I want.
Here's the streams.
Those streams. Pretty cool tree. Wanna? Not far to. So cute.
The tide is going crazy at our end. Look at this photo.
I am a mountain, high as can be.
Okay, so if you're ever looking for me and my girlfriend, look no further than restaurants we certainly cannot afford. Whilst cooking at the house has been some of my fondest times in Victoria, we certainly do leave room in the budget for a nice meal or a wine bar. My girlfriend's worked in kitchens for 13 years and I'm coming into 7 years front of house, so we do tend to thoroughly enjoy reviewing a place. I realise that that's not really what this video is about though, so without commenting on the nuances of all the different restaurants, I figured I'd just leave some recommendations on the screen for anybody that wishes to pause it. Enjoy those. So I couldn't sum up a video about me being in Victoria without talking about my wonderful friend Maddie. Maddie is everything that you need her to be, exactly when you need her to be. She's your judge and your defence, your drinks on a Saturday night, brunch on a Sunday morning, mental health walking friend, inspiring let's talk about politics friend. She's the eclectic aunt that picks up antiques off the street. She's your young 20s let's party at the country bar all night kind of friend. She'll cook you dinner and lunch, she'll bake you cookies, trade books, talk sex. She's open and honest, encourages her friends to do the same, and she'll always meet you where you're at without compromising her own footing. Just a 20-minute walk from my house, although she'd tell you it's 30 minutes. She really did make my time in Victoria, and I couldn't imagine being here without her.
High as can be.
So you found me and my girlfriend at the local restaurants and wine bars, but if you're ever looking for me and my best friend, look no further than a local coffee shop, particularly one that serves an almond croissant. We've pretty much tried all the coffee shops in the downtown Victoria area, so I've just left our reviews on the screen. So I'm trying to fight the feeling of feeling a little bit disheartened that this video didn't necessarily capture how I feel towards Victoria and just like my time here. But also I have to remember I live here and I have just been living. I haven't been having a cinematic experience that I hope this video would be. So it's kind of interesting. So I just included some pictures of me living because that's what's been happening. We've been loving cooking. Baking has been my absolute passion. I think it's so crazy because I never used to enjoy baking, and now I think about baking all the time and I find it so much more interesting than cooking, despite the fact that I prefer cooking. I think about baking a lot more. I think it's so interesting. This is some little walks, Sunny making sure that I get my tea, enjoying the sunsets. And I do think it's interesting to reflect about a place and realise that it was in the little things. It was in these small moments of making your girlfriend broccoli cheddar soup and things like that that really make you enjoy a place. Crust Bakery, that's what's in Sunny's hand there. Bloody delicious. This is a funny story, actually. We invited the neighbours around for dinner. They, for some reason, thought that we had invited ourselves to their house for dinner. So we both simultaneously cooked each other dinner and then both text each other to say, "Where are you?" That was an interesting one. Okay, so Sun's probably going to be home any minute, so I probably have to go. But I just felt kind of inspired to talk and like get things off my brain. So I thought I'd do that. But I just saw a picture of me when I was in Portland, Oregon, which was last. Classic. Sun's just got to the door. Okay, time passed. I let Sunny in the house and now we're back again. I feel like I kind of want to plug the mic in, actually. I hope you can hear me. Also, it was just my birthday, and Sun got me like the CC Repair skincare, because like this is the only skincare I've ever noticed like make a genuine difference to my skin. Like the rest of it honestly feels like a gimmick. And Sun got me stuff for my birthday, and like, oh, I'm so happy. So yeah, just doing that. I don't know, I want to talk. So first things first, I kind of feel like this video turned out kind of boring in that like it's short and sweet. But it's just kind of hard to capture like how you feel about a place. Like, I don't know, because like it's not like I'm filming every time me and my friends are like dancing around the kitchen or having fun, or like I've really got into like baking and things like that. Like I made milk buns tonight and they turned out so good. I used almond milk as well. Oh, they turned out so good, and like that brought me so much joy. And like Sun's just watching TV downstairs, and I'm like doing some bits on my laptop, and like I'm feeling very like good and motivated. I'm reading this book. If anyone's interested in what book I'm reading this book called Breasts and Eggs. It's taken me quite a long time to get through because it's just a bigger book than I usually commit to. I think about it a lot, but like it's like the middle portion I struggled with a bit. I'm really enjoying it, and it's been on my mind a lot, honestly. So yeah, that's been fun. I really wish I'd love to see it as a film, to be honest. But it's great. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like this video might be a bit boring. I think I had quite high hopes for it, but it just is quite hard to capture, so just be a bit more reflective and talk for a moment. Scrolling through my old stories, my camera roll, and I saw a picture of me in Portland in last October. So not the October we just had, the October before. And I was thinking about my trip down the States and how I like just drove down the States on my own. And I really struggled in that trip because it was me and Sun had like, Sonora had finished that season. Me and Sun were going into long distance. I had only in theory been with Sun a short period of time. My family back home didn't really know anything about her. And I was kind of going into that. And I guess like it was hindsight. I kind of have to give myself grace with that. That was like a crazy period of life, and I overcame lots in that period without feeling like that's what I was doing. It just kind of felt like I was pushing forward. Now I think back at it, it felt like a breakup. Like I was going long distance with somebody that I just knew was right. It was really hard. And then also just like I'd been used to being with people every night since I left England, and then like it was just me on my own driving through the States. It was like driving through Seattle and stuff was tough because I'd gone from English road rules to Canadian road rules to the road rules in the States, Seattle, and like now I'm more versed and I understand it's just those cities are quite difficult. Like driving through the States is fine, it's just the cities like LA, Seattle and stuff were really difficult. But at the time it just felt like, oh my gosh, the whole world was kind of imploding, and I just was crying every night and missing home and like feeling really quite lost, but also like having the trip of a lifetime. I guess it was quite a conflicting time period. And I was 22 and I just turned 24, and I just feel like something feels very different. I feel inspired. I want new tattoos. I was looking at this tattoo, and this was my first large tattoo, this fairy, and it's still my favorite tattoo to date. I love it so much. I want to get some more fairies on me. I want to get a back tattoo. I've been feeling a lot more like creative and kind of like I'm coming into myself again, which I think life got a little bit, I got so focused on a plan and what's next and what am I going to do that I lost track of like myself. And funny enough, I think we've now been in Vic long enough that I've settled into feeling like myself again, and now I'm moving again. So this transition period's going to be hard. I'm trying to give myself grace in that, like, as humans, people say like as humans we're supposed to choose the path of least resistance, and I actually don't think thus far that's the path I've chosen. And I know that right now it's not the path I'm choosing. Like the path of least resistance would be to stay where I am. I'm happy where I am, but I know that I won't be happy here forever, and I know that I need to push myself in one direction just so that I know just so I know I've tried. It's a huge thing for me. I don't want to feel like I didn't try. I was thinking about what's in store for me for 24,
And I was like, at 22, I was driving through the States alone, feeling all these crazy things. And something I want for kind of 24, maybe by 25, is to be like at 24 or 25, I was handling huge legal cases, and I really just want my career to pick up now. I like the thought of being able to look back at 22 and be driving through the States, and then look back at 24 or 25 and be like, wow, I was like dealing with this case, and I was working in a law firm, and a top law firm, and I was learning so much, and things were so hard. Back and know that it was the right thing. Like, I look back at my driving down my trip in the States, and I'm like, I knew that that was correct at the time. It just felt really hard. Yeah. Anyway, that's what's been on my mind. But this video was about Victoria. As I say, it was short and sweet. I'd have loved to add more to it, or like have captured things more, but it's just like it's just my daily life, and it's not like I live, like, I've just been living and existing here. Like, it's not like I'm traveling and visiting new places and doing these things. Like, I go to work at a restaurant down the road, and I bake, and I read my book, and I go to local coffee shops, and I see my friends, and I've been doing so many job applications for the UK, and I've been doing like a lot of like courses and things like that online, which obviously wouldn't make a fun video, so I didn't really put that in there. But yeah, this is just sort of a round off of all of that. But I'm feeling very positive and good, which is good. April the 8th, my flight home for the 12th of May, which still feels like a little while away, but we leave our current place on the 1st of May, which feels really soon. In that transition period, and trying to not jump ahead and enjoy the present and not rush, but also, yeah, it's just so crazy. The whole thing is crazy.
You don't really get to see Victoria this high up, eh?
No, it's really pretty.